There we go. Okay. Hello there. This is Al trying to use his system because it's always difficult to use the system because it's very busy doing various jobs, but I can always suspend the jobs and then I can use my computer for other things, like for instance recording a video, which also requires a tremendous amount of processing power and resources. And I think I finally fixed my user assist viewer so that it doesn't crash if things are all crazily out of sync. I'm just about to upload the utilities zip. Yesterday I updated it, and I said that I had fixed a bug to do with it crashing, and that wasn't true. I went into cleared out the user assist key, and then this thing crashed. But I want to show you something interesting about this fact. One of the things that wound up in this list, and I'll show you it. I don't know, I can't remember using it. This WAB, Windows Mail. I mean, I've never used Windows Mail, but it showed up in this list here. But I might have used it maybe on the 14th, yesterday. I don't know. You know, these things, they just sort of pop up. Things that communicate with the outside world suddenly run for no reason whatsoever. So, and I wanted to go and delete the Windows Mail program, and the system wouldn't let me. Fixed. Nobody downloads this anyway. If somebody does, user assist to not crash if the root accounts are clear. If the user assist count. There's two kinds of counts. There's the like the source and the history that I'm maintaining. And if you deleted the source counts, then then it would crash. Things would be too much out of sync, and the thing crashed. But now it's okay. What this here is a snapshot from today at 4:50. Unfortunately, I also deleted this key, so I can only go. I only have back to here, and there's not really much in these. It was done with me. Oh, I have a key for this. I think page up, page down, something else. What is the key for that? Previous and next. Control left, control right. Which way? This is getting later, no, earlier. No? It's 15, okay. Alright, so now I thought there was a bug because these are all ending on 36 and there are only 36 36 rows, but in fact they just happen to end on 36. Now here's the funny thing with that mail program. Wow. Well, what I did, again, as usual. Well, first thing I did is, trying to be a good citizen, I went into Control Panel here to try to uninstall the Windows Mail, because I don't use it. I don't want to have a program that I'm not going to use. And I went to Category View, uninstall a program, and I couldn't find it anywhere in here. I can't find it anywhere in here. There's nothing in this list. And there's nothing in here that I can find to do with mail. All of the things in here are already uninstalled. As you'll see, there's nothing in here. Zero. And yet this program ran. But you see, I may have double-clicked on something that had a wrong extension. And I sort of half remember doing it. See? Now, I don't know, this has a partial something, I guess, for the main .NET, but none of this stuff. And all the rest is empty. There's nothing. Okay? So you can't uninstall that mail thing. So then what I did was I went to back here and something to do with extensions, file extensions, so that I wouldn't run it by accident. Okay, now where is that? I must have gone to small icons. Yeah. And then this, I think. And something like one of these. Like here, for instance, this is useless. Oh, maybe there was. No, yeah, see, there's this Windows contacts. That's what that mail thing is. Okay. What I want to do is get rid of this one. So I press the delete key and nothing happens. Right? It's located in the program files, so it's not part of the operating system, right? It's a program. These are optional components, I consider anyway. This here, nothing in here is crucial to running the operating system. The operating system comes under Windows. This is programs. So you can see what I did. I did the same as usual. Block all access to this thing, so you can't even run it. I can find that thing. Whoops. Still lists it, even though I've locked it out. And if I press tab here, nothing happens. So if I try WAV.exe, it's not there. Okay, now watch this. That was the same path. Let me clear this screen. C, whoops. C, program files, Windows Mail, e.exe. Now, maybe you're thinking the quote is in a bad spot. I'll put it there. That would be this. Exactly the same. Correct? Nothing. Oh my God. It ran. Well, That's amazing. Because it's locked, and okay. I'm sure I locked it. Maybe I didn't include subfolder. Owner still me. Permissions. Okay, so no, I don't know what happened there. Did it work or not? I'm gonna have to add myself or something and have a look. Let's see. No, I don't want to do that. Still work. See, because what was confusing me was that I can look at the icon, even though the program is supposed to be locked. But obviously the program is not locked. I must have did that incorrectly. So hopefully, maybe I can clear that. um, well, these, well, everything. I guess. Sorry. I want to just do it from here. Replace. No, I don't do each one individually. I don't know if you can propagate taking away, if you know what I mean. Yeah. I can still see that icon. Oh, because I'm now, I guess. No, I shouldn't be able to see either. Okay. 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 Now, what about this? Hmm? Ah, okay, it worked anyway. It worked in the sense that it tried to load this icon, and I don't know about this. This would be a problem. Wow, I can't believe that canceled that problem. How come nobody else can write a thing that will do that? It wasn't. I didn't even plan on having it work in this scenario. But it doesn't show the little box. That's fine. So, well, that's one thing that I've been doing, is trying to uh, remove the possibility of remote access to my system, and even though I may have clicked on something that caused that to show up, I just want to be double sure. And one of the other things I did, um, which I think is a good idea in general, is I changed what's called the path extensions. The extensions that are automatically searched for and allow for programs to run. So that's in control panel, there's a place where you can enter in and the environment variables for just in general environment variables, and in the system environment variables, so that would apply to NT authority system and so on. I changed that to this. Okay. Yeah, normally, I don't even remember now what it is normally, but it included a whole bunch of other things like .js and a bunch of various types of scripting extensions, CMD and all that sort of thing. So what I have here is all of these are binary type files, no scripting. So this means that anything that's a type of script won't execute automatically unless you specify the extension. So that's just like a double check. And for instance, here, if I get rid of this, say, or rename it, I'll just get rid of this part. Hey. Alright. Just delete it. So if I don't have it specified for my user, now that was working. X is a batch file, but now when I start this again, it should fail. Oh no, because this is .bat, so that'll work. That part will work. Can I run a batch file? Oh, my own fault. Let's see now. Okay, you see, ret is not recognized as something that can run. If I type ret.bat, I think that should work. And it does. See? But if somebody has already designed a great big script, they might not have included extensions for batch files or CMD files or something in their script, and so that would break their script. It's just a small precaution, and to change the situation so that it doesn't interfere with my work, I'll just add the extension I want back. For me personally, if I'm logged in as me, then the path X environment variable will include, I would like it to have .bat as well when scripting thing. Script meaning text, right? The danger is often, I think, text-based attacks. Binary, like these systems and antivirus utilities and so on and so forth. Those won't usually be allowed to be run by the operating system unless you have sufficient privilege. But a scripting thing is just a text file, right? It can be emitted from a web page and shell execute a text file, right? it sounds doable anyway. To write text to a file, that doesn't sound dangerous. And shell execute doesn't sound like something that would be totally cut off from a web page. So just taking a precaution. But still though, how do you get rid of this Windows Mail? I don't want it. And here, what do I need this portable devices? Some kind of WinDLO in there. But the good news is, actually, that since I've been doing that, today anyway, all of the things in the history were only programs that I remember running. So, left and right. Going back. Okay. Here's where I cleared everything out. So at this point, besides the mail, I remembered having run all of these different things. Oh no, I don't remember running this. Oh no, on the 13th. Okay, no, I did run it on the 13th. But somehow it's picked it up even after. Okay, no, that's fine. I did run that. I did run this. I definitely ran that. All these things are things I remember doing. Right? Like normally in here, there's a huge list of these sorts of things. Like my auto-generated something. I don't know what it is. Right? And they get run and I have no clue. I might not know. I certainly don't know what this is, but I can usually find out what they are by doing something and waiting for something to change. And when I do locate, if I know what something is, I go and find its icon. I know where this one is. That's the program file. Windows. Photo viewer? I think this. Yeah. Okay. So I recognize it. This I don't know yet what it is. This one I determined corresponds with this link here. This one I determined corresponds with this link. Oh yeah, that's right. This link. Was it that one? Oh no. I think this is the start menu. See the start menu in there? Hang on a second. Save, clear, refresh. It doesn't come up. I might have to use it. Let's say I went paint. Well, no, I did just use that thing. That's a sign. Well, something. Where's paint? Maybe that's the finish. Or maybe it takes some time. Oh, it might be in this side. Yeah, there's this. Where is it here? Here it is here. There should have been a plus here. I have the. Oh, well, maybe it's hidden. No. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Oh, okay. Never mind. I'm staring over here and I didn't notice this. It depends on how I've got it sorted. If I've got it sorted like this, it would have stayed there. So it looks as though the system is not doing things on its own anymore. I'm not sure why this is here. Oh, I know what that is. That's when I just now when I went to show you that I had removed all of the Microsoft programs and still couldn't get rid of the mail thing. So that's a good thing, and you can always download it if you need it. Now, what have I been doing? What I've been doing is, if you don't know, maybe it's not true anymore, the website PirateBay went down. I think it's still down. I don't expect it to come up again. And the reason I don't think they'll come back again is because the defense, like the founders don't even care. So they don't care what kind of defense are they going to put up. Stop the something. Torrent site unofficially resurrected the PirateBay. What? I see. Old PirateBay. Doesn't matter. I'm using Demonoid now, which is a better place. The only thing about it, sites like Demonoid is I think that they're going to obey the law strictly, right? They're not going to take a stand. The PirateBay is good because they're willing to break the law to stand up for a principle, and so you can be sure that if you put something there that it's not going to get, the only way it's going to get removed is by physical violence, right? And that's what happened. The site was taken down through violent action, and so that's the end of that. And nobody else seems to have the guts to stand up for anything anymore. And so you got to keep doing this run around. Like, for instance, one of the things I put up used to be on PirateBay, and that is some physics lectures given by a fairly famous physicist, Richard Feynman. And whenever I'd tried to put that same content on any other torrent site, eventually it would get taken down and I would get banned, so on. But I knew I could, if it got onto PirateBay, somebody else put it there, I didn't care. It was there and therefore it was safe. At least safe in the sense that PirateBay is not going to obey the law in that case, and the only way it's going to get removed would be through the use of violence. That's happened now. And so now it's a runaround. Hopefully I won't get kicked off of the Demonoid because of that, but it has to be there and it has to be available for reasons of principle. That's just a principle of mine, is that I believe strongly in the idea of freedom of access to knowledge, and especially knowledge to do with science. So it's got to go, it has to be transplanted somewhere, and it'll stay as long as it can, and then I have to keep transplanting it. I'm able to do that sort of thing because I'm not really living in the land of the free, the dangerous place where people with guns are going to come and torture you if you do something like what I've done. I'm in the other part of the world that's what do they call it? This part of the world is the unfree part, communism, that sort of thing. Cambodia is maybe not officially, but it's still a communist country. It has communist ideals, and the main government is very well tied with the Chinese government. Anyway, that's politics. So I've been transferring all these videos over to there and encoding more videos. And I made one encoding today, or yesterday by now. It was so fantastic. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw it. I don't think other people are nearly as impressed about it as I am. But having done this sort of thing a lot, I can tell when a thing has a certain extra level of quality that you don't find in other things. And it's very subtle things that nobody else would notice unless you're somebody that works with the thing all the time. So it's not a thing you could put on YouTube. You wouldn't see that extra quality on YouTube. In fact, it would look worse because of the extra bits of quality. It would look worse than a video of lesser quality of the same thing. In order to make it look good on YouTube, you would have to remove the extra quality because that's just going to turn into artifacts. You don't want that. So, sorry, I can't show you that on this video. But I might make a video about how I created that particular one. And I'm working on another one right now. And I tell you, it was made, it's basically the same type of content, but made afterwards, made later on. But instead of being made in Germany, it was made in Romania. And what a mess compared with the German thing is the Romanian attempt to do the same thing. It's just, you can tell, like one of the cameras must have been recording with the wrong frame rate, because whenever you get a picture from a certain angle, it's all jittery, and it looks like the video is running jittery, but it isn't, because if it changes to another scene, it's running fine and smooth. They must have, that guy forgot that it's supposed to be NTSC or something, right? And the lighting's all wrong, and it just full of glitches. Sometimes the picture would be, instead of being this size screen, it would shrink and be all warped. I'm not going to fix all those problems. That's just part of the video. But the German one, made in 2006, It's probably the highest quality video I've ever seen, and it's tiny for an hour and let's see now, with music. It's an hour and 15 minutes about in length, and it's only, without any extra compression, it's 2 gigabytes. That's how the size on the disk of the other jazz. It's not really jazz, it's alternative something. This EST thing here, 2.3 gig. It's smaller than this other one, which is, well, this one's longer, but, oh no, sorry. I don't know what the time is. Nearly the same time length. And this one's even smaller, and this is a full screen thing, this one. This one here is only a 4/3 aspect type thing. Higher quality, larger size, and smaller. And I only encoded it using the basic XVID encoder, no fancy encoding. And it comes out perfect. But anyway, I'm rambling. I may upload this video even. See you.